Welcome to Little Explorers ABC Edition. What letter will we explore today? Get ready, because here we go! Hi guys, welcome to the ABC edition of Little Explorers. We're going to start exploring a different letter every week. So let's start with the ABC song. Are you ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? What letter do you think we'll do today? Today we're going to talk about the letter I. Izzy Impala's Imaginary Illnesses by Barbara deRubertis. Izzy Impala was skipping home from Alphabeti School. She skipped past her grandpa's office, then she stopped. The sign said, "Dr. Impala is in." Izzy called her grandpa Doc. So did everyone else in the village. Izzy wished she could go in to visit Doc. She wished she could spend more time with him. But Doc was always busy. He did not like to be interrupted when he was with a patient. Izzy hid her face in her fist. She tried to think of a reason why she might need to go inside. "Hi, Izzy," said Ivan Isbis. "Are you sick? I'll take you right inside." Ivan had given Izzy an idea. She quickly decided that she did feel a little sick. "Thanks, Ivan," Izzy whispered. "Why, Izzy," said Iggy Iguana, Doc's nurse, "you look quite ill. I'll inform Doc immediately." In no time, Doc invited Izzy into his office. "I'm sorry you're sick, Izzy. Describe your illness to me." Izzy slipped down in her chair. "I'm just sick," she whispered. "Do you need an injection?" asked Doc. "A shot?" asked Izzy. "Yes," said Doc. "No," cried Izzy. "Do you need medicine?" asked Doc. "Is it icky?" asked Izzy. "Well," said Doc. "No thanks," Izzy replied. "Now let's think," said Doc. "You don't require an injection. You don't require medicine." His eyes were beginning to twinkle. "Izzy, what do you need?" Doc asked. "Ice cream would be nice," Izzy whispered. Doc smiled. "Yes, indeed, ice cream would be nice." "Wait right outside, Izzy," said Doc. "I will be with you in 5 minutes. I think a little ice cream will make you feel better immediately." Izzy's face lit up. "I think so too," she grinned. Then she zipped outside to wait for Doc. Soon Izzy and Doc were licking drippy double-dip ice cream cones, and Izzy did feel better immediately. Izzy began to visit Doc's office often after school. Sometimes she would describe an interesting illness to Doc. "I have an invisible indigestion," she would sigh. Doc would nod silently. Then he would prescribe ice cream. Sometimes Izzy would describe an impressive infection. "I have infuriating influenza," she would cry. "Oh my," Doc would reply. "Then you need ice cream." Sometimes Izzy would report an impossible injury. "I crinkled my ribs, and I flipped my hips," she would say. Doc would wink. "I can fix you up with ice cream." One day, Izzy zipped into Doc's office. She began to list her difficulties. "I feel itchy and twitchy. I feel dizzy and fizzy." Doc smiled and gently interrupted her. "Izzy, you don't need to invent imaginary illnesses just to come and see me. I am always delighted to see you." Then he winked. "But I do think you need a prescription for..." "Ice cream," Izzy whispered. "Yes," Doc smiled. "Once a week. You definitely need ice cream." Now Izzy visits Doc every Friday after school. They take a little walk. They have a little talk. And Doc gives Izzy a prescription for a little ice cream. Izzy Impala is never sick anymore. No more imaginary illnesses. No more impressive infections. No more impossible injuries. Izzy is fine all the time. You have been listening to Izzy Impala's Imaginary Illnesses by Barbara deRubertis. Hi guys, time to grab those rhythm sticks. Are you ready to have some fun with them? Today I'm rocking a pink and orange one from my collection here at the library. And this is going to be a version of "If You're Happy and You Know It." Are you ready? If you're happy and you know it, cross your sticks in the air. If you're happy and you know it, cross your sticks in the air. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, cross your sticks in the air. If you're happy and you know it, tap your sticks. If you're happy and you know it, tap your sticks. If you're happy and you know when you really want to show it, tap your sticks. If you're happy and you know it, tap your sticks on the table. If you're happy and you know it, tap your sticks on the table. If you're happy and you know when you really want to show it, tap your sticks on the table. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, you really want to show it, shout hooray, hooray! Great job, guys. My Eye Sound Box by Jane Moncure. Little Eye had a box. I will find things that begin with my I sound, she said. I will put them into my sound box. Little Eye went skip, skip, skip up a hill. She found inchworms, lots of inchworms. The inchworms wiggled and wiggled. What wiggly inchworms, she said. Did she put the inchworms into her box? She did. Then Little Eye found iguanas, lots of iguanas. The iguanas wiggled and wiggled. What wiggly iguanas, she said. She put the iguanas into the box with the inchworms. But the inchworms did not like the iguanas. The inchworms jumped out of the box. The iguanas jumped out too. Away they went. Little Eye could not find the inchworms or the iguanas. They were hiding. Then Little Eye found an igloo. Did she put the igloo into her box? She did. Just then the sun came out. Can you guess what happened? The igloo melted. Now who will help me fill my box, she said. A friend came by. I will help you, he said. We can fill your box with insects. First they found big green insects, lots of big green insects. Next they found yellow insects and brown insects. Then they found red and black insects. What else can we do, said Little Eye. We can make an insect zoo. You can visit it too. Little Eye's word list: igloo, iguana, inchworm, insect. You have been listening to My Eye Sound Box by Jane Moncure. Hi guys, are you ready? This one's called In My Mirror, and we're going to use all sorts of body parts, including our hands. Some of mine you won't be able to see, but we'll talk about them on the first try so that you can get the movements. Are you ready? In my mirror. In my mirror, I can see 2 little eyes that look at me. 2 little ears and 1 little nose. 10 little fingers and 10 little toes. I know you can't see me wiggling mine, but I am. Are you wiggling yours? 1 little mouth that I open wide. 2 little rows of teeth hidden inside. Lots of joints that bend about. Can you bend your knees too? Good job. When I look in the mirror, what do I see? A beautiful person looking back at me. We're going to do it one more time. Are you ready? In my mirror, I can see 2 little eyes that look at me. 2 little ears and 1 little nose. 10 little fingers and 10 little toes. 1 mouth I open wide. 2 rows of teeth hidden inside. A tongue that pops in and out. Lots of joints that bend about. When I look in the mirror, what do I see? A beautiful person looking back at me. Great job, guys. Inch by Inch by Leonni. One day, a hungry robin saw an inchworm, green as an emerald, sitting on a twig. He was about to gobble him up. Don't eat me. I am an inchworm. I am useful. I measure things. Is that so? Said the robin. Then measure my tail. That's easy, said the inchworm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches. Just think, said the robin, my tail is 5 inches long. And with the inchworm, he flew to where other birds needed to be measured. The inchworm measured the neck of the flamingo. He measured the toucan's beak. The legs of the heron. The tail of the pheasant. And the whole hummingbird. One morning, the nightingale met the inchworm. "Measure my song," said the nightingale. "But how can I do that?" said the inchworm. "I measure things, not songs." "Measure my song, or I'll eat you for breakfast," said the nightingale. Then the inchworm had an idea. "I'll try," he said. "Go ahead and sing." The nightingale sang, and the inchworm measured away. He measured and measured. Inch by inch. Until he inched out of sight. You have been listening to Inch by Inch by Leonni. Hi guys, thanks for joining us for today's Little Explorers ABC edition, letter I. We hope you had an incredible time talking about our third vowel with us. Today we started the day with Izzy and Impala's Imaginary Illnesses by Barbara deRubertis, published by Kane Press. Izzy goes to really great lengths to try and get her grandpa to spend some time with her, making up all these fake illnesses. Do you really think she had to make up those fake illnesses, or do you think her grandpa, the doctor, would have spent the time with her anyway? I bet you there are people in your life you just go to and say, "Hey, I'd like to spend time with you," and you don't have to make up anything, right? Next, we read My I Sound Box by Jane Moncure, published by Child's World. I starts one of my very favorite words in the whole wide world. It is the word ice cream. My family really loves ice cream, but you can't put it in your sound box because it would melt. What in your house can you look around and see if you have anything that starts with an I that you could put in your sound box today? Last, we read Inch by Inch by Leonni, and it's published by Astra Honor Books. Did you pay attention to the little worm crawling across? You see him way up here now. Now, when you read the book with me, did you see him? He was counting as he quietly escaped from the picture. He's a crafty little worm, huh? We hope you had an incredible time with us today, and we're going to do one last thing before you leave us. We're going to learn how to write the capital letter I and the little letter I. You ready? So the capital letter I has three parts. It's going to go straight across, and we're going to connect them. And the little letter I is going to go straight down with a nice little dot on the top. Thanks so much for joining us for the Little Explorers ABC edition today. Today we talked about our third vowel, the vowel I. I'm going to color mine in pink on my letter map if you're following along at home. What color will you choose to color in? We're starting to really fill in our map now. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you again soon for our next letter.